For long-form channels, you need 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subs. For shorts, you need 10 million engaged views, which is technically closer to 20 million raw views because of the new engaged views system. To get into the YouTube Partner Program, you're not allowed to have any active community guideline strikes, or otherwise YouTube automatically rejects you. As for what's actually getting approved right now, authentic or branded channels with real voiceovers are passing way more consistently than AI voice channels. Most people use monetization checker extensions to see if a niche is monetizable. However, there is actually zero way to determine if a shorts channel is monetized. It's literally impossible. So these checkers only work on long-form channels, and they're generally guessing when it comes to shorts. The actual signal is consistent posting, memberships on, and above the 1,000 subs threshold. If a channel was posting daily and just stopped out of nowhere, they probably got demonetized or the channel died. When making an AdSense, you're only allowed one AdSense account per household. So you can technically create one under friends or family if you're underaged or scaling multiple channels. However, your money is tied to their tax info, and if they get flagged for anything unrelated, your payments go with it. Never buy a pre-made AdSense account either. YouTube is actively flagging and disabling bot ones right now, and you lose everything that's in there. If your AdSense gets banned, a cool trick you can do is just delete it and create a fresh one on the same Gmail. That generates a new publisher ID number, and from YouTube's side, it's a clean slate. Set up your tax form correctly. W9 if you're in the US, W8 if you're not, and all payouts should hit on the 21st of the month. Now for long-form ad types, we got skippable, non-skippable, and mid-roll ads. Make sure you enable every single ad format in your channel settings. Then go back and verify mid-rolls are actually turned on for each video. Sometimes YouTube silently disables them just so they get more of the revenue, so check under every single video just in case. For mid-roll ad placement, a good rule of thumb is more ads equals higher RPM, and there are auto placers that handle this for you, but you can also drop them manually every 3 to 4 minutes on an 8 and above minute video. Quick definition since people mix these up, CPM is what the advertiser pays per 1,000 views, RPM is what you actually get after YouTube takes their cut. This is the only number that you should care about. Shorts RPMs have been climbing fast. People think it's like 10 cents or less, but they're wrong. That was a few years ago. Now the average RPM for English-speaking countries sits around 20 to 40 cents, and it's only getting higher. For long-form channels, RPM has always been better. One easy way to increase your RPM is by making longer videos in your current niche, or going into a niche that has channels with over an average of 1 hour long videos, as a higher value audience usually tend to watch these, and more ads are placed, leading to a higher RPM. To actually find niches and channels you'd want to enter, there's this tool called Algrow, and they got a new offer of $1 for a 2-day trial. So plug it into Claude, and you could just ask it to find channels with a minimum duration of 1 hour, and then it will literally scan the entirety of YouTube for these types of channels. You can also create thumbnails, AI voiceovers, and much more with it. Check it out in the description. I personally use it for all of my channels. Now, if you can't make longer videos in your niche and you want to make more money on your channels, here's a few other ways for you to research into. Sponsorships, affiliates, communities, tools, memberships, and ebooks. All just depends on your audience. Now, the hardest part about being monetized is staying monetized. And here are the two things that are killing channels right now: inauthentic content and copyright strikes. Inauthentic mostly hits mass templated channels using the exact same format on every video, like those AI slop channels. However, if you post higher quality content, yes, you can still get hit with inauthentic, but it just decreases the likelihood. For example, one high quality channel tends to get demonetized for every 1,000 AI slop channels. Recently, there has been a new wave of channels that initially got demonetized for reused content, but they have been reinstated. Now, if you do get hit with inauthentic content, or you want to manage multiple channels at scale, looking into proxies, a VPS, or ads power might be a good idea. That way, you will have the same IP across all your channels, making it harder for YouTube to link them with each other. Finally, for account security, always set up a secondary owner on your channel with manager permissions. So if your main Google account ever gets disabled, you don't lose every channel attached to it. Enable 2FA, but never use virtual SMS numbers for recovery. YouTube treats those as suspicious and can lock you out faster than having no 2FA at all. But remember, being monetized doesn't automatically mean that YouTube will push out your content no matter what. If you post inconsistently or constantly drop bad videos, they will eventually tank your views. Now, if you do post high quality videos and your content still doesn't get pushed, that might mean that 10 other people are already posting the exact same thing as you. And in an oversaturated niche, YouTube will only prioritize channels that are most trustworthy, making it really hard to grow. So to help with that, I have a playlist of a bunch of viral niches I find, which I'll be constantly updating with new ones. These are some I would use myself, so check it out. And if you ever need a channel review or a community to grow with together, join the Discord.